Hello, I'm Mark Kajita, Wealth Management Division Head and Chief Investment Officer for Baker Boyer Bank. As many of you have heard, the current debt ceiling event, which is taking place as we speak, is quite different than the budget impasse that has been taking place over the last 2.5 weeks. In particular, the debt ceiling event, it will be the very first time in history that the U.S. has ever defaulted on its U.S. Treasury debt, if it actually does take place on October 17th of 2013. Why this is important is equity and fixed income markets do not like indecision. In many ways, it is better for Congress to say one thing, whether or not positive or negative, in order for the markets to better assimilate that information and come up with accurate values, at least for the short term, for investments that investors are actually putting capital into. Although both equity and fixed income markets may actually show volatility over the next few days, their underlying basis, U.S. corporations, are incredibly healthy. Their balance sheets are strong and their liquidity is very, very deep. This is different than in 2008 when neither of those cases was really apparent. The main issue that most of our investors need to remember is to not make rash decisions based on short-term volatility at the expense of your long-term health and the accomplishments of your long-term goals. The last thing I'd like to do is to tell you what Baker Boyer Bank is doing to safeguard your investments. I am on the East Coast this week, first in Pittsburgh and then at the end of the week in New York City. I am here to get real-time information as these events unfold. We will also be talking with our asset managers on the East Coast to determine what steps they have taken in order to alleviate and to put into place risk management practices during this event. As always, thank you for entrusting your financial future to Baker Boyer Investments.